Konnichiwa Motherfricka. I'm building the scariest horror house the world has ever seen. And I'm taking inspiration from the School Days video game. TNK School Days is one of the scariest and most controversial anime of all time. Don't let this cutesy cheesy cover fool ya. This anime is filled with graphic content, psychological horror, and really uncomfortable themes. Ooh, and we can't forget about the fact that but get this, the anime is just one of many cursed endings out there. You see, the anime was based off a visual novel of the same name by Overflow, and there are many horrifying endings to explore in this game and its video game sequel counterparts. So why not play every single School Days video game for inspiration for this haunted house? I get to live in the moment and scare people! What a win-win! Gotta keep this costume stylish for later. Let's freaking do this! Overflow, a Japanese video game division of Stack, released their 10th game on the PC on April 18, 2005. The game is the visual novel School Days. This Japanese exclusive game sold really well, though thanks to the anime adaptation, this game skyrocketed in popularity. And with that popularity comes a whole bunch of new opportunities. One of these opportunities was releasing a remastered version of School Days called School Days HQ on October 8, 2010. This remastered version of School Days not only adds a horror-filled ending that the original didn't have, but also by reaching out and working with a small fan translation group, Overflow released the first official English version of this game. We're staying lots of respect for Overflow for doing that. Why do you think my homie list is overflowing? Fun fact, the name of that small fan translation group, Sekai Project. This group went on to become a full-fledged company and help publish a ton of Japanese exclusive visual novels in English. To which, awesome! It goes to show that your hobbies just don't need to be pastimes, they can be stepping stones to an amazing adventure. And these visual novels are no joke, as they are divided into 6 episodes. While the episodes change depending on the choices you make throughout this game like most visual novels, the first episode, Confession, will always be the same no matter what. Seriously, no matter what choice you choose here, it all leads to the same result. Okay. Confession starts just like how it does in the anime. This is Makoto Itu, and he rides a train to school every day. But guess what? Kotonoha Kashira, this mysterious girl from the class next door, takes it as well. Over time, Makoto kinda becomes interested in her to the point where, ooh, he's got a crush. Aww, an adorable, cheesy anime opening. Go Makoto, go Makoto, go Makoto.
カツラを遠くから眺めていられるだけで日がちょっとはマシになるような気がしていたんだ。
Go Makoto, go Makoto, go Makoto, no Makoto, no Makoto, no Makoto! Borderline creepy behavior aside, according to our friend Taisuke Samwaniga, there's this current rumor going around that if you put a picture of someone you like as your wallpaper for 3 weeks without anyone seeing it, guess what? There's a 100% guarantee you'll end up getting lovey-dovey with this person. Anyway, as you can imagine, someone eventually saw Makoto's new wallpaper. And by saw, I mean they stole Makoto's phone. This is Sekai Seonji. Thankfully, after some interesting back and forth, all she wants to do is help us get together with Kotonoha. And if you thought just taking an innocent picture was weird, Makoto and Sekai go full stalker mode on this Motherfricka. We're talking finding out she's the typical shy girl who likes reading, skipping PE, and whatnot. Ooh, and the game weirdly enough makes this weird obsession of her liking bread a lot as well. Seriously, this is one of the positive traits the game mentions to try to get you, yes you, to fall in love with her via her bread loving skills. Instructions unclear. I married the bread. Kotonoha's fun exception aside, Sekai takes advantage of Kotonoha's PE sitting obsession via sitting out of a PE class to get her number. Heck, Sekai even manages to convince Kotonoha to eat lunch with her and Makoto, to which Makoto responds with,
ダメ、心の準備ができてない。
to which Sekai responds with, now you two kiss. Anyways, Makoto eventually, IDK, mans up, and boom! We had our first interaction with Kotonoha, and hey, it went really well. As time goes on, Kotonoha and Makoto start getting close, and hey, Makoto actually starts taking initiative by asking her out on a date, to which she says yes. And from there, our lovey-dovey story comes to an end. We probably need to, owe Sekai something or whatever, but I'm satisfied.
今度はいつだ。
学園前駅。
こんだけでいいや。
世界。
Oh my goodness, Makoto! This is the one time you can push a woman and you decide to keep kissing her! Wait, no, don't show Kotonoha a love to girly like this after the scene there! So, you might have noticed a few things so far. 1. This is a visual novel! You just showed a bunch of cutscenes! Yeah, believe it or not, unlike most visual novels from this era that just use a bunch of 2D sprites, every episode is animated just like you're seeing here. And with there being a total of 67 different routes, you gotta admit, a ton of hard work was put into this. As time goes on, you can kinda see some of the shortcuts they use though. There are a lot of awkward 3D models, reuse animations, and mouth flaps passed from one scene to another. Heck, in one instance, the entire face is in the wrong place, which, I mean, that's more hilarious than anything. Wanna know what else is juicy? The fact that from here on out is all fair game for what ending and what character you get with. Out of the 22 endings, 16 of them involve living happily ever after with whatever girl you decided for sure in this game. And get this, despite them being not as notorious as the bloody endings, let's just say they still provided drama the first episode showcased. One of the most drama-filled routes, all hers. Right away, we are faced with the choice of eating lunch alone with our new girlfriend, or IDK, invite the girl who non-consensually kissed us to take along.
やっぱり世界も来い。
何言ってんのよ。
いいから。
During this awkward lunch encounter, as you can imagine, Makoto decides to get all catchy lovey-dovey with Sekai instead of his girlfriend that's sitting right beside him. Literally, they schedule a date right in front of her, and only after making said date were they like, "Durr, but what about Kotonoha? What are you gonna do about this, Kotonoha?" Wait, what are you holding?
クラブサンド。
Okay.
駅前のベーカリーショップで買ったものです。こ
Ah.
このパンって天然酵母で毎日。
Oh.
駅前のベーカリーショップで買ったものです。
It was all just a dream.
What's wrong? You woke up the baby.
Anyways, from here, It's awkward back and forth between lovey-dovey scenes stand by both Kotonoha and Sekai. On one hand, Kotonoha and Makoto are doing pretty well. They are now on a first-name basis, which is a big deal in Japanese culture, as well as going on dates, etc, etc. Only one problem. Kotonoha is quite awkward when it comes to the physical side of the relationship. Now, props to Makoto. He realizes, oh, she's uncomfortable. I'll be a decent human being and back off. Wait, what's this about lovey-dovey scenes with Sekai?
おまじない聞いてるんだか聞いてないんだかわかんないよね。
Sekai's doing the charmy thing on Makoto!
世界
誠？
好きだ
They start getting all lovey-dovey behind Kotonoha's back, even doing the things that, well, classify this game as an eroge, aka an erotic game. There are 41 of these lovey-dovey scenes, and you could tell they spent a ton of the animation budget on them. Want to see them? The game makes it pretty easy to track whichever girl you want to see in these scenes. See this bar here? Whenever you make a choice in this game, the bar changes left or right depending on which choice benefited the girl. It's honestly a really fun system that, while it admittedly takes some immersion away, come on, a bar that indicates that you're on the right path to have some lovey-dovey time with them? I want that! Heck, focus on one girl too much and bam! The meter defies all visual novel logic. Though, spoiler alert, usually having your bar like this leads to a bad ending. Yeah, Timmy? Wanna know who else belongs in the psych ward? Makoto and Sekai! Because they just keep going at it again and again and again. And man, you can't just help but feel bad for Kotonoha during all of this. Especially when she constantly has to defend her relationship from bullies who keep teasing her about being some watchful wrench who constantly flirts with boys. One of the people teasing her? Makoto's childhood friend. This is Atome Kaito, the typical childhood friend who, as you can imagine, has a crushy crush on Makoto as well. Heck, she even is the girl you get for one of the 16 lovey-dovey endings this game offers. In this route though, she's just some jealous jerk. Oh. Sure thing, Timmy.
加藤さんって誠くんのこと好きなんですね。そういうこと言ってんじゃねえよ。そういうことじゃないですか。誠くんが好きだから私にきつく当たるんですよね。違うって言ってんだろ。そういうのを盾に取るのって私誠くんと付き合ってます。誠くんから告白されて付き合い始めたので色目とかちょっかい出したなんてことないです。加藤さんが誠くんのこと好きなのは分かりましたけど私に当たってもどうにもならないですよ。
This is the suicide hotline.
Konnichiwa Motherfricka. I would like to report a murder. Kotonoha? Nah, screw that. She's Motherfrickin' Kintonoha now. Woo! After this, Kotonoha kinda got some newfound confidence in her. Heck, she is now confident enough to start taking things to the next level with Makoto. That's right, Sekai. You better watch out. She's about to open the door of future possibilities. What? I mean, it was bound to happen at some point, but I can't tell what is worse about the situation. The fact that this happens right after Kotonoha relentlessly defends her boyfriend, or the fact that they just end this episode after this.
I want to divorce you, cheater!
This happens at the worst time too. You see, the following day comes the school festival where, let's just say, it's filled with lovey-dovey activities to do. Literally, the girls' basketball club even set up this hidden bed in the school so that couples could sneak in and have some lovey-dovey fun. In some routes, you actually get to sleep with Kotonoha in there. But no! Makoto is a jerky jerk who does jerky things with the wrong girl! So you wanna know what you get instead, Makoto? Guilt! Lots of it! You see, while you were running off with your cutesy-douchey lovey-dovey friend wearing a maid outfit during this festival, Kotonoha is getting bullied because she dare assume that her boyfriend wanted to be a jerky jerk and hang out with her during the one day of the school year where you could be all lovey-dovey with your boyfriend without cheating or all like blah 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 romance. And you want to know what the worst thing about all this is? Sekai witnesses all this bullying happening, but does she stop it? No, of course she doesn't. I get it, conflict scary. I'd rather have fun and enjoy life. But if you're actually feeling bad about something that you caused, maybe, IDK, don't rant about it to the one guy who's also making her feel bad.
Hey, Timmy, I'm sorry for killing a man. Nope.
That rant was awesome. Let's play some more. Despite all of this, Kotonoha still surprisingly likes Makoto, thinking Sekai is just some seductive witch who's forcing Makoto to comply with her devious needs. This causes Kotonoha to construct the ultimate plan to convince Makoto to stay with her. For now though, remember this Motherfricka Taisuki? He has someone he wants to introduce to us.
会わせたい人なんだけど、なんと俺にも彼女ができました。
Tell me more.
誠や西園寺とも知り合いらしいから、お前らには一番に教えたくてな。
Who is it? Who is it? Who is it?
ことの葉。
Kotonoha strikes again! Woo! Woohoo! Yee! Oh my... Kotonoha started dating Makoto's bestie? Ew!
学祭が終わって、クレナズム4組の前で一人泣いていたんだ。事情を聞いたら、ひどい彼氏が約束をすっぽかしてどこか行ったらしくて、俺が代わりに一緒に踊ったってわけだ。
Taisuki!
桂さんを泣かせた憎いやつとも思えるし、俺を桂さんに引き合わせてくれた素晴らしい人とも思うんだよな。
Wait, how do you convince her?
いやあ、そうだな。気合いな。
Well, that was a scene worth rewatching, which you can do thanks to this convenient bar right here. This bar offers a ton of things that are very convenient when it comes to a visual novel. We're talking pausing, skipping to the next choice, being able to speed up a scene to go up to 32 times faster, as well as the basic stuff like saving and backlogging the game. There is a menu screen that will give you a ton more options as well. We're talking about getting rid of subtitles, being able to skip even scenes you haven't seen before, and taking a look at this really cool route map that showcases all the scenes you embarked on so far. Ooh, and we can't forget about the basic sound options such as muting background music, special effects, and having the option to only mute the men. Oh, you want to play that game? Well, I constructed this! The Woman Muter 3000! All joking aside, a joke? All joking aside! Going back to the game, Sekai is honestly happy with the result. I mean, hey, that means Makoto is single and can only focus on her. But with Makoto being Makoto, of course he decides to go behind her back and get all lovey-dovey with Hikari Kodora, another potential love interest with 2 lovey-dovey endings herself. Yeah, Makoto still hasn't learned his lesson. Thankfully, Kotonoha has steered clear of Makoto thanks to her new boyfriend. Heck, we actually met up with her, and she's about to tell us what she likes so much about Taitsuki.
好きじゃないです。誠くんは西園寺さんと別れて私と付き合ってくれますか？
Makoto?
待って。
Makoto? Oh no, you don't! So things get taken to a whole nother level. Sekai's friends start bullying and encouraging people to bully Kotonoha due to one of them overhearing that encounter. Kotonoha breaks up with Taitsuki in order to win Makoto back, and it all escalates to the point where Kotonoha and Sekai meet a 1v1. Winner takes all. Ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a duo! On the red corner, we have Sekai. On the blue corner, we have Kotonoha! Round 1 begins! Sekai starts off strong by pointing out Kotonoha's hypocritical nature. Why are you still being all flirty with Makoto when you know him and I are dating? Ouch! Can Kotonoha recover from that?
やだな。誠くんに最初に何かしたのは西園寺さんじゃないですか。
Oh! Kotonoha just knocked out Sekai!
誠くんが西園寺さんの色仕掛けに騙されたから今があるんじゃないですか。色仕掛けなんて私これでも西園寺さんに追いつこうといろいろ頑張ってみたので後ろから疲れるとどう気持ちいいかも。
Whoa, whoa, whoa! This is supposed to be PG-13! YouTube now! So, Kotonoha won that battle. Heck, she won the motherfrickin' war. Because of this, and Makoto finding out Sekai's friends are bullying her, he completely disregards Sekai, apologizes for being such a jerky jerk, and they embrace themselves with the only kiss in the entire visual novel that Timmy doesn't have to censor. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was all hers. One of the 16 good endings. Pretty much all of the 16 good endings follow a similar format. Heck, some of them pretty much have the same ending with a tiny bit of differences. All you need to know is that, no matter what route you go to, expect a wild ride filled with drama. And we haven't even covered the other 2 types of endings yet. Are you just as pumped up as I am about it, Timmy? 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 So, what are the other endings? There are the bad endings, but we have to talk about at least one of the harm endings where you can actually end up with more than one girl. Heck, one of the endings, Two Lovers, has you ending up with both Kotonoha and Sekai by the end of this episode. And you bet I'm not gonna miss this adventure. This ending is actually very similar to all hers, with one major difference being that Makoto and Sekai don't get caught getting all lovey-dovey by Kotonoha till much, much later. When the ineditive vote does happen though, since Kotonoha at this point has gotten way into Makoto, she thinks it's her fault instead of Sekai's fault that this mess happened. This leads to Kotonoha coming to Makoto's house out of nowhere to demand him for some lovey-dovey time, to which, of course he wants that. Then, the next day, Sekai bursts into Makoto's house for some lovey-dovey time, but plot twist, Kotonoha is there as well! And I'm here mad because I paused this moment to grab popcorn and Taco Bell for what I thought was going to be a drama-filled moment with fist fighting, but instead, I got subjected into... and now my Taco Bell is spoiled. At first, there was some heavy competition between Sekai and Kotonoha on who can make Makoto's Ding Dong go photo. But eventually, Sekai rightfully questions what they are doing and wants to opt out of this mess. Ha! Take that, Makoto. Looks like you're not getting your way out this one now.
西園寺さんとっても綺麗でしたよ
No. No! Now you two can. Let's get to a bloody ending now, shall we? My personal favorite bad ending? Bloody end. In this round, Makoto and Sekai actually behave themselves and don't get all lovey-dovey behind Kotonoha's back. Weirdly enough, there really wasn't any drama throughout it all, as all of the choices involved you sucking up to Kotonoha the entire time. Heck, Sekai even starts dating Taisuke in hopes for forgetting about Makoto. Heck, even the breakup wasn't popcorn worthy. Makoto was just honest to Kotonoha that he just wasn't interested anymore, and preferred Sekai at the end. Kotonoha really doesn't take this well, unfortunately, and is in denial. And it doesn't help that the bullying gets knocked up to the extreme, with classmates making fun of her left and right going, haha, you got dumped. But I'm sure just like all the other times she got bullied, she'll post some sort of reverse card and bully them back.
別れてません
Huh?
新しい彼女なんていませんよだって毎晩一緒です
What? Makoto! Okay, they could not make her any more crazy than this. She peed on Makoto's balcony! She went from being all cool and savage when it came to love to peeing on her ex-boyfriend's balcony! What do you mean? Wait, really? And they say girls are hard to understand. I bet you're pissing your pants at the near sight of this greatness. Wait, no! Go, Jimmy! Yep. Kotonoha goes absolutely crazy to the point where her eyes become this lifeless black void. And she just keeps stalking Makoto day after day after day, slowly losing more and more of her sanity each time she visits him. But this wasn't what I was promised. First of blood! Blood, 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 blood. Now, what would happen if, instead of Kotonoha going all crazy like, Sekai was the one who was betrayed like that? Introducing To My Child. It's pretty similar to the harm ending, but in this timeline, Sekai is a little bit more doubtful. She heads to Makoto's house to get some answers in regards to their relationship. But let's just say she came at the worst time. Because I kid you not, Makoto and Kotonoha decide to roleplay hating on Sekai while they are doing the lovey-dovey actions, which, yep, Cue the greasy eyes! And how does Sekai react to this?
誠くん、
ことの葉。
またこんなところに来て。
ああ。ここはほら。
What? Did she die or something?
前に西園寺さんがアルバイトしてたっていうお店ですよね。
What? Where? The ocean? No wonder why she died! Hey Shark, I just brought you Big Mac. I know you just paid $200 in delivery fees, but we do offer tips if you... Anyway, they reveal Kotonoha is pregnant, and they were both happy with each other and planning on keeping the baby, etc, etc. Kotonoha heads back, and Makoto decides to stay for a bit and reminisce on Sekai one more time before heading back home.
世界。
死んで。
Yep, a pregnant Sekai carrying Makoto's child stabs Makoto. And of course, with Makoto being Makoto, he still flirts with Sekai even though he's dying, which causes Sekai to regret her choice and run away. Makoto, you have a flip phone! Call an ambulance!
すげえ。ち。
Which is why you need to call an ambulance, Makoto!
うちに。帰らなくちゃ。
You got to get to the hospital, Makoto! Look, Makoto, I stole Timmy's flip phone to show ya! 911 911!
だけど。大好きだったな。
Makoto! 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 And that concludes just 4 out of the 22 endings you can experience in School Days. Heck, 28 if you count the game-exclusive bad endings in School Days LHX, a more censored PS2 port of School Days that has more questionable endings. Either way, the more endings you get, the more scenes you get in the gallery, and ooh, whenever you complete an ending, you get a custom image representing the ending as your screensaver. Gee whiz game, thank you so much for reminding me that my visual novel skills stink! Anyway, I could go on and on about these endings, but I'll save you the time since a lot of these endings cross over each other anyways. Plus, why repeat the same sensory experience when you can play more games? Oh, speaking of sensory experiences, I got some great sensory spirits based on this game already. We'll base our attractions on what scared you the most via the heart monitor I snuck on ya. Based on this, we should add blood waterfalls, a cute girl chasing people with a knife, and Mikoto's big, long, huge, uncensored pin. Fine, as long as you keep your heart monitor on for the next game. I want to make this haunted house as scary as possible. One year after the release of School Days, Overflow released a summer-themed spin-off. That spin-off, Summer Days. Unlike the last game, where the two main girls were Kotonoha and Sekai, this game mainly focuses on another girl, though you still are playing as Makoto. And hey, this game was popular enough to get the HQ treatment as well with an English release. They not only remade everything, added new endings, and renamed the game to Shiny Days, but they literally added another girl into the mix as well. Honestly, I kind of find it funny. Josh USA, the team behind the US release, was like, yeah, these girls are cute and all, but hear me out. I want people to frick this. Jimmy! Anyway, already when you boot up the game, things are different. You are presented with two maid outfits that you can not only witness in the story, but also lead to two different first episodes. Encounter, which follows the Summer Day story, and Invasion, which features the all-new character I mentioned earlier. Both episodes pretty much follow the same plot though. This is Setsuna Kiroria. a friend of Sekai and the main heroine of this game, and she's yet another person who fell in love with Makoto thanks to him stopping her from getting bullied. Heck, when Sekai gets sick, Setsuna decides to take her place at the place she worked because, OMG, he lives near this restaurant. We are gonna meet each other and get married and... She doesn't like this job. Where's your entrepreneurial spirit?
Wow!
Ah, well, that's an unfortunate accident. I'm sure Setsuna will forgive her.
陽子さん、事件ですよ、殺人事件。犯人は清浦さん。そういうつもり。
It's time to play Strip Eric and get us your prize! Okay, she wasn't actually killed, just knocked unconscious. The person knocked unconscious, the all-new character I was talking about, Inori Ashikaga. Depending on what opening you follow, she either stays at your house because she has nowhere to go, or... well, she just doesn't exist. But that doesn't matter. We're all about love here. And love indeed. Guess what? Setsuna eventually runs into Makoto and, hey, they really connect well. Heck, Makoto pretty much invited Setsuna to hang out with him at any time. Boom, cutie episode 1 card. From there on out, Setsuna and Makoto hang out together every day after she finishes working. Oh, Makoto wants to say something.
そっか。俺もバイトしたいな。
私が行ったとこなら紹介できると思う。
いいよ。したいけどできない。っていうか。
Aww.
どうして？
ほら、こいつ。今年の夏はこいつと遊ぶ約束してるから。まあ、こいつはね、俺の
sister. Oops. Well, I could just play it up as a joke.
なんだよ。あれ？
戒め、嘘。
Whoa! It was a joke! A joke!
浮気者。
It was my sister! My sister!
冗談じゃない。
What the? Who raised you?
往生際の悪い。
ってあなた誰ですか？
母です。
Yeah, this game decided to get a little experimental and allow you to not only date IDK, girls Mikoto's age, but also their mothers. I kid you not. Sekai's mother, she's got an ending. Kotonoha's mother, you bet she's got an ending. Heck, want to go even further? There are endings in which Makoto gets the entire family. This is the sleep with the entire Cashier family project route, and it's the ending we're focusing on in this game. It actually starts out pretty wholesome. If you say sister instead of girlfriend, you actually start witnessing a surprisingly wholesome scene of events that lead to Makoto and Setsuna dating. Seriously, most of it is Makoto being kind and listening to Setsuna's rant about work, school, and life in general. Heck, he pushes and motivates Setsuna to change for the better, which she does. And then there's moments like...
いや、俺が好きって言ったのは一般的に胸が薄くてスレンダーで肋骨なんか浮かんだりしてそれでいて柔らかい感じのする華奢な女の子なんか好みかなとか、いやそうじゃなくて。
I know who likes you. Heck, they even plan to go to a local festival together with Kotonoha. Only one problem. Kotonoha's younger sister, Kokoro Kashura. You see, she's quite the little planner. She bumps into Makoto one day and realizes, Hey, you seem like a decent guy. I'm gonna hook you up with my shy sister. And plans on causing the scene to make Makoto and Kotonoha alone during this festival to make them fall in love with each other. And her plan almost works. You see, earlier before the festival, Setsuna told Makoto about this neat phone trick that has this hidden message. All you need to do is type 33322. And hey, what better way to try out this neat trick while IDK Kotonoha is confessing her love to Makoto? The hidden message Setsuna said, I like you. Makoto realizes the meaning behind it, leaves mid-confession, and boom, you're looking at the new hit couple. Hey girl, 33322. What? No! Setsuna! Anyway, they start doing lovey-dovey things like going to the movies and holding hands. Heck, Kotonoha and Setsuna even becomes friends despite being quote-unquote love rivals, which is just cool to see. There's only one problem. Kokoro, who is still trying to get Kotonoha and Makoto together. Though, once she finds out Kotonoha isn't interested in him anymore, she worries that Makoto doesn't like her anymore. Don't worry though, Makoto is a decent guy in the spin-off. See, Makoto forgives her. Heck, they make plans to go on a date tomorrow to the movies. Makoto! Makoto!
心ちゃんにキスされて俺ドキドキしてたから
Makoto!
やっぱり昨日キスされて意識してるのか
Makoto, no! Makoto, no!
心ちゃんするから
Yeah, this game didn't just go for the older woman, it also went with the younger ones, and yeah, they don't hide anything when it comes to the sexual scenes as well with her. In fact, Jazz USA didn't include these scenes in the Shiny Days versions due to the legality surrounding the saw and to protect their employees from any potential legal harm. It definitely was a controversial choice that angered a lot of fans. After all, they are getting a more censored and limited version of a game they've been waiting for years. But despite that, Jazz USA didn't fully turn their backs on them. They assured and hinted towards the audience that, hey, I assure you that there will be an unofficial restoration patch that adds these scenes in. Just please trust us. And hey, there eventually was an unofficial patch thanks to the support of Just USA and their fans, which is how I got to this point. My take on this? Well, I prioritize self-care and setting healthy boundaries for myself, and I'm sure others do too. So I'm gonna offer two choices. If you're uncomfortable with the rest of the route, skip to here. That being said, life is all about living in the moment and enjoying the ride, so I'm going to enjoy this route despite this. Going back to the adventure, Kotonoha actually witnessed the entire thing and was like, Makoto, what's wrong with you? I can't believe I witnessed you do that. But somehow, and I can't stress this enough, somehow, Makoto convinces her that he was possessed by some evil spirit. Eric, that bread isn't even close to aspiring yet. Don't do it. Frick that bread. Frick that bread. Frick that bread. Frick that bread. Not only did Makoto somehow win that argument, but even spin it to where, hey, if you don't want these evil spirits to keep haunting me, come to my house to check on me from time to time. To which Kotonoha was like, sure, LOL. But plot twist, Kotonoha's mom secretly overhears this part and was like, what? Is Makoto getting all lovey-dovey with my daughter? And now we have to deal with Kotonoha's mother lecturing us. Oh, he already did. Makoto, Makoto! Why would you mention that, Makoto? You can't seduce your way out this one, Makoto! Canceling Mother's Day. Boom! Makoto's mom is pregnant. Boom! Makoto hints towards striking the entire family. Boom! Credits. That is one out of the 40 endings you can get in Shiny Days. Yeah, I kid you not. There's 40 endings in this, though a lot of the routes to get to the endings are pretty short. Heck, there are quite a few endings in only episode 2, making a lot of the routes a lot shorter than Screw Days HQ. And that's not the only major change. Honestly, most of these routes are pretty wholesome in this game, even the bad endings. There's really no crazy girl murdering anyone here. It's all just drama and questionable love interests. The game is pretty biased towards you getting Setsuna in the end though. I mean, she's the only girl on the bar this time. And heck, even if you do end up with someone else with no drama attached, look, you made a cute girl cry, and you can still get a bad end because of it? Hey girl, I love you.
I do too.
Bad end?
I am bread now.
Not again! And yeah, that is Shiny Days in a nutshell. Less murder, some drama, more questionable love choices. And get this, there is a bonus game that came with this game as well. This is Strip Battle Days, and oh boy is this one a treat. Pick a partner and have them help you fight a whole variety of girls. And by fight, I mean play rock, paper, scissors with them until one of you gets naked. Get them fully naked and oh boy, you can touch them with a whole variety of items. There's the poke icon, the kissy kiss icon, and a mushroom icon.
What the?
And if that wasn't fun enough, there's a sequel as well, which does the same thing, but with a much more in-depth story. Heck, they offer the typical visual novel elements as well, such as saving, loading, and logging stuff. Kotonoha always uses paper. Make sure you scissor her as well. And speaking of cutting in spin-off games, there's one more spin-off game. Remember Bloody End? You know, this one? Well, there's this battle game in which you can relive the moment with these adorable chibi characters. Only this time, you can save Sekai by mashing a button as fast as possible. Fail and... well... Well, that was fun. Anyway, back to the haunted house.
You better do a good job on it.
Oh, Konnichiwa Motherfricka. I'm glad you're excited for it. You should totally join the haunted house I'm making. It would be so fun. Of course, I'm gonna be the main attraction. But you can be this fake out girl who chases people to me so that I can scare people.
I'm challenging you to a haunted house duel. Whoever builds the best haunted house wins custody of our bread baby.
Alright, sounds fun. Aw, but it still sounds fun. Screw future, hooray now. Unlike Shiny Days / Summer Days, which is a spin-off, Cross Days takes place during the same time and canon as Screw Days does. But this time, get this, you're reliving these events from the perspective of an all-new character. This is Cross Days, and Overflow was hyping this up, holding a whole variety of promotional activities. Unfortunately though, this game didn't sell well. And there are quite a bit of reasons for this. For one, this game was delayed not 1, not 2, but 7 times total. Oh, and IDK, the fact that if you downloaded this game illegally, the game literally became a Trojan and forced you to take a survey that asked for a ton of personal information. Oh, that's awful, but not too bad. I mean, you can lie about it. And took a screenshot of you and uploaded it to a public website along with said personal information. The only way for them to delete your information and picture? Press this button to admit that you're some sort of scummy pirate that illegally downloads games.
Yo, boss, we got another person who pirated cross stage.
What's his name? Let's see this loser. Ah, my eyes!
I see why he put his name as Ladies Man.
As exciting as that was, is the first episode of this game crossover just as exciting? This is Yuki Ashikaka, a short Fenneman boy who loves loving cheesy love books. Heck, he's good friends with Kotonoha because of that. Since it follows the School Days storyline, Kotonoha is currently dating Makoto, and Yuki knows this. Thus, Yuki asks Kotonoha for some lovey-dovey advice. And hey, things are starting to go well together with him and the girl he's interested in, Roka. Though, after accidentally serving some lovey-dovey action for some other couple, Yuki can't help but think, maybe love is more than the sweet and kind lovey-dovey advice Kotonoha gave him. Wait, that annoying couple looks familiar.
あんたが誠くんってのをつなぎ止めてくれないから困ってるんだよ。
どういうことですか？
別の子と浮気してるってこと。
Finally, someone normal who's actually trying to take action against Makoto!
そんなことありえ。
She's not listening? We need to confront Makoto about this!
そうだよ。そうさ、浮気だよ。悪いか。ははは。
But everyone else seems to think that Mikoto is worth it. Even Roka, the girl Yuki is trying to get, falls into Mikoto's charm as well. I have not even made any choices yet. This is just how he is in this game. And throughout episode 2, Invitation to Tragedy, things just keep escalating and escalating and escalating. It's getting to the point where Yuki was like, okay, enough is enough. I can't stand to see my friend Kotonoha gain her heart played like this. I'm gonna take action on my own hands and frame Sekai for something so that Makoto looks bad. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do?
ならん。誰？
あんな風に桂が悲しんでるのはどう見たって西園寺のせいだろ。だからこうしなくちゃいけないんだ。
Don't just stand there, do something!
よし、目は覚ましそうにない。弱みを握る写真ってどんなのがいいのかな。胸を。
What? You were supposed to be the hero. Why you not being the hero? What's wrong with you? Thankfully, before things escalated further, Sasuna monkey bars off the second story and wham, knocks him unconscious. And then they let him go. Don't worry, he changes his target to sabotage and stop Makoto directly. To which Makoto was all like, heh, I'm gonna be cheating during the festival. If you can catch me, I'll give you Roka. To which Yuki responds with,
見つけてやるよ。ただし、見つけたらお前の前歯全部へし折るまでボコる。
knock his front teeth, knock his front teeth.
前歯。
Yeah, 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 yeah. Fist bump, fist bump. After this, Makoto doesn't stop whining about his precious front teeth. I don't want my front teeth to be taken. Please don't let my front teeth be taken. Dear precious Roka, please protect me from my front teeth being taken. Anyways, while Makoto is fleeing for his life, you know how Sekai and Setsuna just let Yuki walk away scot-free? Well, not exactly. You see, during the school festival, the girls are running out of maids, most likely due to Makoto stealing them all. So, to combat this, Setsuna decides, let's blackmail Yuki into putting on a wig and dressing up as a maid. Wait, what happened to some pervert decides to flip up his skirt? Anyways, Makoto hides in the restroom for his life while said person he's running from is cross-dressing as a maid. After a ton of time passes right when the day is about to end, wham! They bump into each other. Say goodbye to Makoto's front teeth.
伊藤。
吉連川、お待たせ。
Gosh darn it! Oh, this is an energy bar. Roka wants to know where Makoto has been hiding and is trying to get him to do some bonfire dance that is rumored to make couples official. One problem, Yuki clearly doesn't like this idea and tries to interfere, but since he's in that outfit, he can't without revealing his embarrassing identity in front of his crush. Ouch, he just has to let Makoto take her away.
いや、
Bam! Roka gives up on Makoto. Bam! Yuki and Roka dance together at the bonfire, deciding to become a couple. Bam! Makoto and Yuki start dating. Wait, what? Yeah, so Taisuke finds out that Yuki was cross-dressing and starts selling Yuki to other men to earn some money. While Yuki was walking home in said costume, he runs into Makoto, who starts proclaiming his love for him and owning him. But oh no, Makoto! Watch out for the train! Oh, this is gonna be juicy!
私のこと一番好きな女の子だって。
Oh, I guess the script was wrong.
一番大好きな男はお前だから。
And that was the only U route. The one route in Cross Days that I and the community 100% support and agree is the only canon route despite what anyone says. Seriously, people love this route a lot in this game. Which makes sense, considering a lot of the other routes are really not worth talking about. Yeah, the majority of endings here are either focused on Yuki and the other odd characters that are thrown to miss, or endings that hint towards the School Days endings from different perspectives. The only other thing that I kinda thought was interesting are some new perspectives of scenes, like why was Katonaha suddenly okay with getting all lovey-dovey in School Days when she was shy about it at first? Well, it's because she overheard someone talking about lovey-dovey butt stuff in the restroom and was like, yeah, that seems comfortable enough for me. No, not my hand! But my butt!
Dang. I need to step up my horror game.
Huh? This isn't part of the horror set. It's just a bit.
Anyways, I finished. Are you done yet?
Nope, I just have one more game. I mean, I need more time.
Sigh. 10 minutes.
Thank you. Let's talk about... School Days couldn't stop spreading its foul influence. It struck the PC. What console will the series strike next? This is Island Days on the Nintendo 3DS by Overflow and Kelon. And it's a spin-off that involves Makoto and 8 other lovey-dovey girls like you from the previous game and being trapped on an island filled with monsters with no rescue in sight. And for once in the series, the characters are being smart. They start gathering weapons and building shelter to protect themselves, and everyone seems to be getting along with no drama whatsoever. Heck, even when a monster appears, everyone is like, yeah, let's kick the monster butt. You know, maybe us men and women can get along with each other without drama. I mean, we have our differences, but you know what? If we both stand tall, we can fight whatever horrors come through our way. So yeah, some genre changes here. This game is a more traditional visual novel with sprites instead of it being a movie. And what the heck, this game is a tower defense game? And believe it or not, this is a really fun and well thought out tower defense game. It has the typical elements. Your goal is to stop enemies from going from A to B. Each weapon has their own strengths and weaknesses, and you can upgrade your weapons and perform special attacks. What makes this awesome is that based on what choices you make in this visual novel, you can get stronger weapons for your characters to use. Now with Sekai at home, here's a slingshot. Hey now with Kokoro at the beach end. My favorite thing has to be the fact that the more lovey-dovey choices you make with Makoto, see this bar here? It becomes lower and lower. And you don't want it to be too low, because the lower it is, the less HP you have when you're in these battles. I like to think of it as Nintendo being like, fine, we'll allow this filth of a game on our system, but we'll make sure you'll never get laid. Besides the tower defense strategies, this pretty much is the typical romance visual novel game. Heck, I admittedly got pretty close to Otome, and we're on our way to lovey-dovey awesomeness. Oh, Tomei wants to say something. Yeah, considering this fact this game is on a Nintendo console, they couldn't do any nudity or any lovey-dovey related activities. Don't worry though, having the girls kill off each other Lord of the Flies style for the guy they love was Nintendo approved. These girls are savages in this game. We're talking pushing people off cliffs, strangling people to death, and why not take advantage of the weapons we gave them to slice people to death with knives?
And speaking of knives, I'm tired of waiting.
Ooh, what are you cooking?
I'm not wow. This is my haunted house submission. Me chasing you.
Oh, I can see you finished early. Bread, 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 bread. I was bred into loving bread from bunch to size, and I am proud to be a part of the bread from the size. But I have a gun which is bread, burn for fun, now it's dead. Now I have no other head, bread for this bread, but your bloodshed. I did it and had fun. Tacos are bread, right? You're just mad I made a song dissing you. But will I traumatize girls in the next episode of Eric Does Everything, the Naruto 3DS games? Stay tuned to the next episode, and as always, say no, Motherfricka!